and some are on contract basis. So I think it's a plus for us knowing that for those who have just finished within these 2-3 years, most of them are fully engaged in some economic activities. There are just about less than 10% of the graduates who are still, based on the report, seeking for job opportunities or economic activities to engage themselves. And there's one thing that I think later on we have to identify such graduates and see how we can assist them. So that is it. Regarding the self-employment, in terms of job creation, we realize that about 19 to 25% of our graduates have been able to create their own business or engage in some kind of self-employment venture. Then the position that they are occupying now, definitely they are mostly the entry-level positions. And this is what we expect at this stage because it's just, we just graduated, most of you, we are still young, so we occupy the entry to middle-level positions. So we also assess the industry scope. There's a view that the government doesn't employ graduates from the private universities and all that. So we look at the areas that graduates are employed, and this is what we found. Most of them are in the private institutions. That's about 50%. Then we have about 24 to 30% in the government institutions. Now the self-employed realize that we have about 15 to 25 on average, okay, engage in their own business. So wherever you find yourself, wherever you graduate, you can get job or positions in the government sector and also in the private sector. Regarding the years of stay after graduation, before getting job, and this is one key thing that we try to address before you graduate. And what we realize is that we have most of our students or graduates getting job within 1 year of graduation. This is a response that we give us, unless this is a quick one and that this doesn't reflect the reality. But this is something that we really pay attention to. What we observe is that there are about 11% who get job after 2 years. So they say they are still seeking for a job after 2 years of graduation. And that's also something that we may have to consider. But on average, most of them get job during school or just after graduation within 1 year. And that is a plus for us. The relevance of program of study to industry requirements. So here we ask the graduates whether their job, their discipline is related to the positions that they have in the workplace. Now what we realize is that most of the graduates are in either the same position, the same field of discipline or related field. Some are also in a different field totally. And that gives us the impression that irrespective of what you learn, you still have a position or opportunity to explore in the market. So the training more or less gives us a wider opportunity after graduation, irrespective of the program that you pursue after school. The assessment of program adequacy for employment opportunities, and this is just the students, the graduates' opinion, whether the training that we offer here adequately prepare them to meet the industry requirement, the skills requirements, and all that. And this is what we found, that almost the graduate that we have says the training meets their the industry requirement. Okay, so I think it's also a plus for us, and we'll continue to do what we're doing and strengthen it. Internship opportunities and job placement. We do the internship with the hope that you get the industry exposure, the relevant skills, and also some kind of networking that can position you after graduation to get job. So it's not just something that we put in the program structure. is actually there to expose us to the corporate environment, to equip us with some skills that will be relevant just after school. So we have here, we are just looking at whether the internship that we had, every graduate had internship, how many times they had an internship, and whether those internships led to job placement. So obviously, we have all our students or graduates having at least one internship during their stay. There are about 34% who had 2 or more internships during their stay here. So then the question is whether the internship led to job placement and where they are. Okay, so I think one slide is, one note is missing here. But we asked a question whether what they are doing now, what the job, what the internship they had, whether they had the same job in that institution. And most of them had job there, others who didn't get in the same field. Okay, so the summary is here, but I wanted to show you the graph. Okay, so that's the table, sorry. So the second table here is trying to look at whether they had job exactly in the same institution or in a different institution, or whether it's related to what they did. So if you look at the table, those saying yes in the same institution, we had averagely some of them, those within 3 years or more, having about 40% the same institution. There are some that had it in different institutions. Okay, so the internship that we do, there's a likelihood that you get job in the same place. You get placement in the same place, or after your exposure, you will get an opportunity somewhere. Then we look at the assessment of the ACC core values, how far we've achieved those core values based on the views of the graduates. And what we found is that there's a higher rating of ACC achieving its core values. That's entrepreneurship, the ethics, the philanthropy, and the global competence. The industrial exposure was somehow rated low. And that is one thing that we focus on based on the findings that we see in the report. Then the other aspect is career progression, the desire to pursue graduate studies. I think we encourage our students to pursue certification in their various disciplines. So we try to see how far we've achieved that. And we realize that about 50% of our graduates are neither pursuing graduate studies or professional certification. So it's time we introduce you to the graduate studies program and how we can support each other to pursue that. Whilst you are working, you are pursuing your own employment opportunities, there's also the need to also progress in the academic platform. So there are a few of graduates, 30%, who were found to have completed their graduate studies. And I was wondering, when did they do this? Was it during the degree program or just after the program, or they completed before coming? Then professional certification, we had 19.4% pursuing professional certification. And I think this is based on the encouragement that we give to students when the graduates, when they were here. With the professional certification, those who have completed is only 3.1% who have completed their professional certification. So in a nutshell, this is a summary of what we had from the TRISA studies. There were aspects of the qualitative questions in terms of what you like most about heritage, what you dislike most about heritage, and your recommendations. And there were many. In fact, so many that I need to get time to screen them and then inform management the key issues to be addressed. But I think if there's a platform for us to discuss among ourselves to get some feedback, what we like about the heritage, what we dislike, the things that we need to change for a better situation in the subsequent years to come. So this is a summary of the tracer studies exercise, which I've presented to you. Okay, so if there are any questions, any issue, any suggestions, we can pick it from here. But based on this, I think there were two main recommendations. One is the need to have graduate employment support program in place for those who are currently not working after perhaps 2 years of graduating. And also, I also recommended industry exposure, strengthening our industry exposure to also boost that aspect of our activities. And lastly, perhaps pushing the agenda of the graduate studies and professional certification to our graduates. So 3 main recommendations that I have for management. Thank you.
Any questions from anyone? Based on the report presented, if you have any questions or comments, suggestions, or any inputs. A round of applause for Mr. Jenfi. Thank you so much. All right, so based on what has been presented to us, in some aspects, we are doing so well as a young university, whereas other areas, more room for improvement. It's been a while I saw that thing written somewhere. More room for improvement. All right. So we'll move on to the next item, which is also very critical and is going to have something to do with the report that has been presented. And to help us do this is our provost, Professor Williams Atulik. Don't stop clapping, if not, he will sit.
Thank you very much. Good to see all of you. Oh, okay. How is everybody? There are quite a number of faces I haven't seen in a long while. So very happy to see all of you. Can I see how many of you graduated in 2019? Just show your hands. 2019. Okay. Those are the pioneers, right? Good. That's our seniors. 2020. 2020. Okay. 2021. All right. And then 2022. Okay. That's very good. We are very happy to see all of you. Do we have those who are to graduate in 2023? Do we have some of you here? Yes, let's see you. I was expecting many of you. I was expecting many of the 2023. Because you are finished, you are waiting for results. Say that again. We invited them. Their president is here. Their president is here. We invited them. I had personal discussion with him. So, anyway, we are happy to have all of you. Can I see by hand how many of you participated in the tracer study, the report that Derek just presented? All right. Okay. Thank you very, very much. Before we give you an update of what is happening currently, the new development on campus, this study is very dear to us because we want to make the education we are providing more relevant. And we want you, having gone through the system here, to really be impactful. So I would open up. We want to hear from you. You've listened to a summary of the responses that you yourself gave to the questions that were put on the questionnaire. So some of the things Derek says he will need time to, but whilst you are here, we want to hear from you. And the key things that I want to open up so we hear from you is about employment, entrepreneurship, doing your business, and also about the training, the courses that you did, and how it's helping you or not helping you, and the things you liked, and the things that you think that you'll be good to the school for your brothers and sisters who are coming. So you want to tell us that let's change those things. So feel free to speak on any one of the issues. After that, I will invite my brother Asma to come and tell us how we can support some of you through some of the programs that, before I'll give you an update of the new development. We don't intend to keep long. We want to have you go and have fun. So please, open up, speak your mind. So I've asked a number of questions. How is it going with you as far as employment is concerned, your business, startups that you have started? That's number one. You may want to, and how do you think Heritage can help you? Number two, the programs that you came to do. How is it helping you in whatever you are doing? Do you think that there are certain things that we should keep and improve on them, and certain things you think that we should change? Feel free to choose whichever you want to speak on. So Dennis Abe will take the microphone. Please feel free. I know all of you cannot. Feel free. Don't. Okay, so the floor is open. Yes, let's hear.
Thank you very much, Provost. And I'm very happy to be here as an alumni. My concern is, I did my internship at Truth TV, and by God's grace, I also get a job at Truth TV, now a media personnel, a host of Women who are Living in Reality. So my challenge for sponsorship, I'm trying my best to get sponsors for my program. So how can Heritage help me to get more sponsors for my program? And also, as people know, or some of the lecturers know, I also train the students in bidding in Heritage Christian College. So I'm encouraging them to learn the bidding and other vocational skills. So I'm just appealing that the school would assist me to
I think the point is very well made. Your point is very well made.
Okay, thank you. So how would the college help the student to learn? I'm not getting any fee from them. that's what I want to do to help the school to get some skills for the student. So how will the faculty or the college help the student to know what I'm doing in the college? Thank you very much.
Thank you very, very much. The gathering is not about us, it's about you. We have thought about you to still reach out to you and want you to be integrated into the college system. And so please feel free, just open up. But we want to help you. And by doing that, we are helping ourselves. So open up, don't feel shy at all. Mrs. Latte has made her point very loud, and we are taking notes. So next. Yes.
I'm Samuel, 2022 badge.
So where are you?
21 badge.
Where are you? What are you doing now?
I got seed funding from CEP to start our peg farm with my friends. But my issue is geared towards our program, BITM. You know, when we were here during our time, I think we held a series of meetings with ourselves just to find a possible way to improve the program to help us. Because when we completed, most of the comments that comes from especially our badge or members, it looks like the course wasn't really geared towards a specific sector or a place that you can apply. It was more like opened. But what I realized is when we spoke to some of our colleagues that came after us, they said something like the course was improved, so we had something like IT. You learn coding and all those things. So, you know, with us, we are really finding it difficult to get a specific place that we will apply for. Because you get a job, you apply for the job, but you wouldn't be called because someone has the expertise they are looking for. So I think with our course, we can also make some improvements over there.
So what I hear you is that we should improve program content, particularly for BITM, to expand the computing and IT component in it. That's what I hear you say. Very well. Thank you very, very much. So please, very useful. This is really very useful. So I want you all to feel free. Don't feel restricted, because it's about you and the contribution you make to improve yourselves, to improve the university for the people who are coming. You can also share your experiences, how it's helping you or hurting you where you are. And we'll take note and see, I'm a teacher. I can't stand at one place. So I just forgot that I have to stand still. All right, there was a hand here. You want to speak? Yes, give it to my brother. He wants to speak.
All right, thank you very much. So I'm Ernest from 2019 batch here. So currently I'm working with SITS and I do a part-time teaching class here at FCC. All right, so with my experience here being on campus for the past, 4 years as a student, it was great. I like the fact that the course I chose, that is what I studied, IT. The program was very broad, and in fact, after school, I can't remember when anything about IT is mentioned that I have no idea about. Yes, I might not have the full knowledge, but at least I have an idea about it. And there's one thing that Mr. Jojo Latte, I remember very well, he mentioned in class that if you graduate as a degree student, it's not about what you know. Yes, you know your stuffs and all that, but also you should be able to find what you are looking for. So yes, you might not know what is being asked of you, but you should be able to know where to find it. And that has really, really helped me a lot because, IT keeps changing day in, day out. So something new comes up, even if I don't know, I know where to find it. I know how to search for my stuffs. So that is the good part that I've experienced. Now also, I remember one time I applied for an internship program at Wari. So I went there, I spoke to the HR, as soon as I got there, after introducing myself and everything, she asked me which school. I said Heritage. And then she just told me that, if you are not in Legon or KNUST, you don't qualify for this. I was like, but, I know my stuff. And I was like, this is what they are working with. So I think we should also, HCC should also be on that level where, we will be on that level where we will say that, okay, this job or these opportunities, if you are from HCC, yes, then we are looking at you as well. Yeah. So
that's a very useful feedback. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much. Whilst we were speaking, my brother Byron wanted to speak. So we want to hear you. Byron.
Hello, good morning. Yeah, I'm Byron Liasari from the first batch, 2019. And actually, what I wanted to say, currently I am working at the Village of Hope, where we serve orphans to be able to attain great things. And well, with what I want to say, it's quite similar to what my brother Ernest and Samuel said. With my experience here, it was a good one, and I really enjoyed the interaction with the lecturers that we had, and also most of the entrepreneurial programs we did that helped us to be able to do other things. And in terms of IT, I was also able to gather a lot of knowledge from here, just like what Ernest said, and it's been very helpful in the field I work in, because I personally don't really do anything specific towards IT. I actually serve also as a media personnel over there, so there are loads of things that I'm able to do. But for the, should I say, the bad part or the other aspect of it is, with studying here at Heritage, in terms of what Jojo Latte said concerning being able to find what you want as a student, personally, I have struggled with that over the years I have been here. Sure, I've been able to be versatile in my field of area where I work in, all that, but in terms of that specific thing I want to do has been very tough to find, because when I came here at first, I was thinking I would probably major in a particular field, but because it was like we were sort of the first batch, so there were a lot of things that were still being in place. So I remember one time I asked Mr. Jojo Latte about when we are actually going to specialize in our field, because IT is very broad, as we all know, and we cannot always be in every place at every particular time. So that's personally my main concern. If the school can be able to find a way to allow students to be specific in particular course, especially in IT, because I think in business there are business administration, accounting, and other fields, but
so we
IT
can think along the same
yes.
lines with IT. Thank you very, very much, Byron. So, very good. The lawyer in the making, Crispus. I have missed your voice in the class.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What I would like to say, to suggest to ACC what they can improve on, is that...
No, Crispus is a lawyer in the making.
Oh yes, I'm going to write the exam next week, Saturday.
Excellent. And we are praying for you.
Sure, thank
and
you.
I want to encourage you. He said that he wanted he would be a lawyer in class. And but I want to serve notice that we will be starting a law school soon.
Okay.
So please make your submission.
Okay. So my submission is, presently I'm doing my national service. And the feedback I get from my colleagues who went to KNUST in Legon is that they do nice courses. However, it's just theory. They hardly do practical work. For example, somebody can be doing marine engineering and the person will be doing theory. Somebody can be doing hard courses and the person is just theory. So what I would like to suggest to ACC is that ACC is growing and we are improving. I can see that we are now doing nursing. We are going to the science-related courses. We shouldn't just look at the theory expect to just teach them, but we should rather add the practical aspect to it. And when we do that, at least we'll stand out over the other universities.
Okay, all right.
That's
So
what I-
emphasis on practice. But Crispus, just taking your own experience, if you relate the theory and the practice, what would be be very frank and free, speak your mind, don't be restricted. What would be your evaluation of, combination of practice and theory for your period of 4 years here?
Well, over here, I would say that in my course, related to my course, which was HR, the theory was more. However, the school exposed us to some practical aspects in my course, like Excel work, Microsoft, and PowerPoint, which I know how to do very well due to the lessons the school gave me over here.
But we can improve upon it.
Yes.
Thank you very,
Sure.
very much. That's very good to hear from, where are my sisters? Okay, all right. Once I have mentioned my sisters, you see, I'm moving away from this thing. All right, yes. Very good. I can see my 3 sisters, 4 of you. One of you should speak. Dorothy and Mercy. Let me hear from any one of you. Please give the microphone to the one you want to give to. Please feel free. Just speak your mind. Share your experience. So I can move. All right. I feel restricted standing at the same place. It's not for me. Yeah.
Okay, good morning. And please, I'm Dorothy. I'm currently doing my national service, so I currently don't have any experiences, but as time goes on, I'll try and share.
But tell us, and be frank and blunt, what did you like the most about heritage? And is there anything you think that we should change and for the others to have a better experience?
Okay, so I'll talk about the industry exposure. It was very hard to find a place to do my national service. So I would like HCC to do more about industrial exposure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very, very much. All right. Let Mercy talk since... sorry.
Good morning.
Morning.
I'm Mercy. I'm also
you can actually sit to talk.
Okay. I'm doing my national service with Manya Kroborora Bank. For me, I would say it wasn't difficult for me to get Manya Kroborora Bank because that's where I did my attachment when I was in school. Okay. So what I can say is HCC, they've really taught me a lot of things. So when I went to Manya Kroborora Bank, where I'm doing my national service now, it wasn't difficult for me to get along with the work they are doing. So I would say it's a bravo to HCC. All right. And with what Crispus also said about we going into the science-related course, so we should focus more also on the practical aspects. I think we should also look at that direction.
Thank you very much. Since I said my 4 sisters, you all, speak. So start getting ready. Yes, so let's hear you.
My name is Ruth Nketia. I'm currently an admin officer in one of the IT firms here.
No, please go ahead.
So,
DJ, why are you disrupting? He said you should stand up.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, so...
It's DJ what? I've forgotten your DJ name. Benny, DJ Benny, yes.
So I graduated in 2021 and currently doing I'm employed as an admin officer. So my time here in ACC was good because I came as a pre-degree and then through the help of some lectures, they groom us to be able to pass our exams. And so what I would say in my field of study is that I will entreat ACC to bring in more the practical aspect, especially with HR.
Okay.
Because when you go into the field, they are more of, you have a certification, and then they seek, I mean, HR, they say a broad
Area.
topic or area. So you have to know many of the staffs and all that. So yes, when it comes to the practical aspect.
All right. So I hear all of you saying we should deepen the practical content as we do. So give it to my sister at the back. Let's hear her experience. So this role, you should start getting ready. Yes. I'll come to you. Yes, let's hear you.
Okay, I'm Mariam. I'm yet to graduate, so I don't really have anything.
But you have gone through all the programs and you have lived on the campus.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you will want us to take note and change?
Yeah, I have a lot of complaints. But
Please, tell us only two. Mariam, tell us only two. And be very honest with yourself. Tell us only two. Oh, I should come back later. Okay, all right. Okay, yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Foster.
Foster J.
Yes, sir. Mine has to do with the internship.
The internship?
Yes. I think from the report Mr. Jamfi made that a lot of students who do their internship at the organization, some way, somehow, they are not retained, let's come and do their national service or something. I think, personally, I did mine at West Municipal Assembly.
Okay.
I'm doing accounting, but I was placed in a registry department.
Okay.
So when you get there, like, you don't even feel like working. All what I was doing was to type, search for letters, prepare letters, distribute them. So I wasn't like feeling.
You are not in the spirit.
So I think if there is a way that when we are sending the internship letters, the school can direct the organizations, or maybe the school can finance some organization that, let's say, if you are doing accounting, you'll be sent to an accounting firm, HR, or every organization that you'll be sent to the right department. And then if you are sent to the wrong department, you will not work, you will not perform, and that will be difficult for them to retain you or something. Okay. So I think maybe that's one of the
All right.
issues.
So proper placements for internships. Okay, so let's hear you.
My name is Mekanso, 2021 batch.
I hope the dream to be a lawyer is still on. Very good. We have many lawyers in the room.
Okay. As for me, I didn't want to work in any industry. I wanted to be a boss on my own.
You said it from the first day you came here.
Yeah.
That's correct.
And it looks like we are all talking about the school, but we've shifted from entrepreneurship. Currently, I'm in the sewing industry. And
you see, the language, the way you put it, God President the craft for you. Even the way you put it. Yes.
Yeah. I did my internship at UW, and I also did my service at Cocoa Board. But whilst I was working with them, I got to know that all the workers were doing a different job apart from the current job they are doing.
They had a side
and it looks
job.
like it's all about their talent and then their passion. And we are all complaining about there's no work in the system. There's work. Only if you focus much on our talent and our passion, I think we find one or two things to do. Since this IMF is disturbing all of us, we can still find something to do. Maybe you have a passion, you just have to discover your talent. Because I know some university students who, when you ask them, what is your talent? They'll just tell you that I don't know. And it's like, it's a big issue. If you're in the university and you don't even know what you are good at, then you have a problem. So the best thing is they will discover their talent, work towards that direction. Maybe that particular thing will take you to places.
Is your hand up? Oh, the way you put your hand down quickly. All right, so this is a word of admonition from your own colleague that find something to do. And if you look hard, there's always something to do. As I said, we want to hear from all of you. Dr. Asma, is he in? So you get ready. I will call you to come and address the issue of employment and startups and how we can be of help. So, but let's hear as many of you share your experiences, the difficulties you are facing, what you think HCC can do to support you, what you think we should change, what you think was good we should keep. Just feel free to share.
Okay. My name is Foster Oben Amwakon. I graduated in the year 2021, and I'm currently working as a network engineer at Comsys Ghana Limited. I would like to comment.
I like the confidence with which you are talking.
I would like to comment. I did business IT while I was here. I would like to comment a little on his suggestion that his concerns.
Yeah.
The fact that you're a business IT student doesn't mean you can't do any IT-related job. I remember when I went to Bank of Africa, exactly 1 month later, the management spotted that I could work with the IT department. So they gave me the opportunity to work with them. So I was able to learn networking, computer networking. So after the service, I came home and I was waiting for them to call me, to maintain me actually. But I was disappointed. They didn't call me. So later, a colleague told me that National Tech, there is a program going on at International Conference Center, National Tech Job Fair. So I went there, I attended the conference, and some of these IT companies were around. So that's where I came across Comsys Ghana Limited. I applied, and among lots of people who applied, I was shortlisted. And the secret was soft skill. And Heritage gave us that. I remember Dr. Asma once said, if you're an IT guy, don't think that, be mindful of the way you dress. We shouldn't leave the business students to be wearing coats and suits and what have you. So when they called me for the interview, I remember that advice. Yes. Advice. And I wore suit. At my surprise, the day I went there, I was the only person in suit. Because most of them thought they were IT guys. And so the HR was like, wow, you're handsome. You look handsome.
No, you actually look handsome.
Yeah. Then I thanked him. Then he said, +10. Then he told a colleague, what do you think about that? Then he said, it's necessary. When I met the MD also said the same thing. +10. So I had 20.
Already passed.
So I realized that the interview sessions, they gave two chances to my other counterparts. Yeah. But for me, I was given only one chance. I was shortlisted. And currently, they are.
In fact, you showed me your offer.
Yes.
It was a very good offer.
They are training me.
So I saw his offer. It was a very, and registrar also saw it. A very generous offer. In fact, we will come to you.
So
now
he
can pay some of us.
They've encouraged me to do Cisco certified networking. So Cisco certified network, CCNA. Yeah. So I'll urge the school to introduce some of these courses.
Thank you very, very much. So that's an inspired, story.
Thank you very much.
And what he's saying is actually true. Because I saw his offer. And it was very juicy. For an entrant, somebody who is coming from a first degree, it was a really very nice offer. And I'm sure he will not disappoint, the company. So, Conrad, at General Assembly, occasionally does these interview skills and asks people to dress well. So, we interview a lot of people here. And we disqualified just recently. The person came, I said, well, you people shouldn't waste your time. Don't ask him any question. Even just the way the guy is dressed, let's not waste our time. And I said, oh, why? You people, you don't have questions to ask me. So you're looking nice, please. Bye-bye. So please take those things very seriously. Yes. Okay, after you, then we go.
Hello, good morning.
And then we'll come to you.
Please, I'm Eugenia from the 2022 batch. I'm doing my service in the oil industry, but then I did accounting. And first of all, I want to congratulate ACC.
Oil, the money is there.
I want to congratulate ACC on our core values. I think my 4 years here, I learned to develop that personal drive to do a lot of things. And I started my service before my mates, actually. I had to do interviews, I had to write exams, and I feel like the communication skills that we learned here helped me, because there were some questions that I really answered to as Mr. Kakraba thought. And when I started my service, I realized that the rigorous study we had in ACC, that kind of pressure that is on you to do more, helped. Because in the oil industry, it's no joke. There's a lot of stress, a lot of things that is expected of you. And so far, so good. I'm almost in my 11th month, and I think ACC has helped me. So I want to thank ACC. So.
Thank you very much. Except that, let the oil money rub on ACC song. It's just a joke. We are ready for you.
I'm Enima Dorothy from the 2022 batch. Before I say anything, I would like to use this opportunity to say thank you to everyone who made me who I am today.
God bless you.
What I'll say is, I did HR, but everybody is talking about the practical part. But I see that if you are not getting it here, you can also do it for yourself. I did my internship at Facol Limited. I got the opportunity from Mr. Nyama. Yeah. He introduced me to the MD there, then I did my internship there. When I got there, that place is a construction firm. So I realized that even what you are doing in school, it's not that, maybe that's not what you get after school. So what do? Develop yourself. It's a construction firm, so you have to fit yourself into what they do. There are online courses and there are online trainings and things. You can also do it for yourself and then build yourself on what is happening in the company. So if you're not really getting it here, you can do it yourself at your leisure time too. And after school too, I realized that Ghana is becoming hot due to...
In fact, Ghana is hot.
Yes.
It's not becoming.
And growing up, so I've always wanted to become the change in my family. So I spoke to so many people, so many elder people, and I got the opportunity to learn how to do petrol and diesel. Yes, so I wanted to, make it a business, but it looks like I have to do so many processes. So currently I spoke to my uncle, gave me a land, which I've started planting tomatoes. Yes.
That's really very creative.
Yes.
You know. And so you see, you don't need to do agric to be a farmer. You don't need to do engineering to start thinking about this. That's actually the reality of life. Okay. You can study whatever, but you can use the skills to apply in any field that you discover there is an opportunity in. And that's what she's telling us about.
And also, there's one truth to be said that when you come out of HCC, you see you are different. Like, you are different from the people you see you are working with. Because where I work, the respect I get. Because when I came here, when Mr. Dansu saw me, the first question he asked me was, I hope now you're going to become a woman. Yes, I'm going to become a woman. Yes.
That's interesting. That's really good.
Because the way you carry yourself, the way you answer questions, and the way you even, bring out your job, bring out everything. They know that, yes, Akola no fi school be nearby. Yes.
Thank you. All right. So let's get the last person. Is there anybody who wants? Let me see. Okay, Patrick. We are here for you, so I'll let you talk. We are here for you, so I'll let you talk. Yes.
Good morning. My name is Henrietta. I completed in 2020. So, a little bit about ACC. ACC has given me some confidence, and everywhere I go, sometimes I know it's annoying, but I still have it, and I'm proud. So I did a bit of customer service with MTN after service. And the first day I got there, someone thought I was a supervisor. So she came and said, oh, someone wants to do Momo reverse. I don't have. I'm like, okay, go upstairs. My office is there. Go in. And she actually went there and she didn't see me. So when she realized I was now coming for the interview, she was like, it's now when you're supervisor. So it's all about how we carry ourselves. I know Mr. Kakraba talks about it a lot. Madam Bennett will make sure you are well dressed. So the way you carry yourself is also good. It gives you a certain confidence that you just stand out. And also about employment, looks like some of the companies are retiring as early. Age limits on their application. So you find a job that you are fit for it, but the age limit is like from 21 to 26. So above 26, it means you can't apply. So I got that a lot. And after my job with MTN, I left. I went to Unilever. I also left because I realized the salary wasn't good. And my mom is selling sachet water. As much as people don't respect it, it's a lot of money. There's a lot of, and we are by the roadside. Sachet water, bottled water. I would say I'm okay. It's good. And let's not limit ourselves to one thing. When I went to Unilever, I went to do CCTV room operator. So my eyes are always on the screen. You just have to learn. You have to learn on the job too. And always have to be curious. If somebody is doing something, it's annoying, but do it. It gives you some, how do you call it? A leverage, yeah. So I think we shouldn't limit ourselves to...
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very, very much. So it's about being ready to learn. So coming to school is to acquire skills. And then you go and apply the skills in whatever you find that you are happy to do. Okay, let's listen to Osofo. Yes, we have to listen to our theologians. Yes.
Provost, in fact, I have a long story.
Make it short. Make it short.
Very long. No, I'm not going to say the story.
Okay.
I'm only saying I have a long story.
Okay.
And it's a life story. That I have even gone to Mr. Conrad and Mr. Danso for them to help me to write a book, especially for this institution.
Excellent. We will get.
I just want to share some certain small thing.
And make it brief.
Yeah, that got me my first degree and then my first class. I have looked around. That is why I haven't raised up my hand. I want to see whether Mr. Jojo Latte is here, unfortunately.
He's at the back. Wave, Jojo, wave at him.
Okay. Thank God I waited for me to see him. When we were coming for the entrance exams, in fact, I didn't know HEC is calling for the pastors who has finished their diploma to come and do certain degree. So we were told that, oh, you 2 years, 2 years, then you finish. So quickly, I didn't inform anybody. I joined them. Then when we came, Mr. Danso came up, down, talked to us. We were about 20-something, 25. Then Mr. Danso said, this and this and this, we work 4 years.
So the 2 years became 4 years.
Yes. So at that moment, many people say, hey, I'm doing this, so we can't come. So all of us, we went away. But he told us that the entrance exam, those who are teaching the entrance exam has also started. That is Mr. Jojo Latte and then Mr. Conrad. And they have gone. I can't bear 2 weeks. So if you can join, you join. I completed GSS 1999. Manko School BM. 99, Manko School BM. So I went to the house. I didn't consult anybody. I was thinking, then they told us maths and then English. I also now saw me walk. So I was sitting down. So the next day, I picked up my bag and everything. Then I came to the campus.
Okay, so
I found Mr. Jojo Latte.
If you can just move on to the key points so that we can pick it. There are a few of your
Okay, the point is that when I came, the maths, I didn't know. And the whole chairman, so I went to him. That place I would like to learn. Okay, he said, this is what I would like to do for you. Instead of us coming here Friday and Saturday, Mr. Jojo Latte will meet me Monday, morning, afternoon, and evening. Tuesday, morning, afternoon, and evening. Wednesday, up to the 2 weeks. I wrote the first one, I failed. And then they called us and they told us that they will give us a certain chance. 1 week. Before that 1 week, somebody also came. And we went to write, and I passed. At level 100, at level 200, I decided that I will get a first class. And today, I got a first class.
That's very good.
And I have found an opportunity to thank this man. Always.
All right.
And I would like you people to thank him.
So the point is we should get all our faculty to show care.
Exact.
And to
the teachers.
To be patient with students who have a weak background in a particular subject. Right? I think that's the point you're making.
Thank you very much.
We take that one. Thank
God
you.
bless you.
Thank you. So there were hands here. Patrick, one of the pioneers.
Yes. Okay. My name is Patrick Ejiri, and I'm part of the first batch. And mine has to do with the preparation that the school gave us before we went out for internship. That really helped us. And after the internship, we were called back to where we did our internship. And actually, they retained us until we decided to leave there. So I will suggest that they will organize that preparation for the
people who are going on internship.
Yes.
I think we started it, but along the line, we stopped doing it. So before we send the people out, we should properly orient them. Thank you very, very much. Here, is there anybody who wants to speak here? Here. Let me take those who are. All right. We will come back to you after. Here, no, go to this place. I'm coming. When everybody. No, please. I'm controlling. So I'm done with this side. Then I'll finish this quickly. Then we can wrap up, and then I'll invite Dr. Asma. Okay, when you finish, give the mic to him. Right.
So I'm Ferdinand Ajay. I completed last year. And I'm happy I came to Heritage Christian College. Actually, I had Legon. I went there first week and I was like, this is not where I'm supposed to be. But lucky for me, I had free forms here, so I had to come back here. Even my dad had issues with it. We've paid a huge sum of fees. Why do you want to change to Heritage? I was like, Heritage is where I want to be. So when I came as a pre-degree student. I wrote NOVDEC twice. I didn't get, until I got the opportunity to write WASI. So then I got it. So that day I was really happy that now I'm a full student here. So Heritage has really taught me a lot of things, and my father just realized it. After doing my business IT, national service, I was posted to Edusa primary school at Kwabinya. It's like, no, I can't go there. I want somewhere I can really learn more the IT I studied here. So my uncle had to help me. He's a politician. He had to help me get Ghana Tourism Authority head office. So there I'm with the IT master himself. I sit right beside him. And there are other students too with me. They're my colleagues. Some are from Ghana Telecom, some are from Takrade University and all. But he could see the difference in us in terms of dressing, in terms of how I talk to him, and how I really ask questions. Even till now, our regional offices, if they should face any IT challenge, he just calls me. I don't go to head office. I drive straight to the office and solve the IT problem. I do it very well. You teach me the first time and I get it. And I came to realize that I'm more of a practical person. I just look at it and I tell myself I can do it, and I really do it. So aside me working after service, I have a personal car, I do both too. Because nowadays our national service pay, it doesn't really come that well, and man has to get money. So I do both aside my national service I'm doing. And I always pray for HCC. And, funny enough, a man at our office, which school did you attend? He saw my dress and was like, school Ben Okoye. I was like, Heritage. He said, school in searching. It's like, I'm a Saman. The following day, he came to office and was like, school normal, like they are, publicity, it's very high. He goes around, he sees our signboard, and he was like, Charlie, then your school, he asked me of when we are open for new admission. And I had to call Brahima to find out. And frankly, one of my cousins is here, Sarah. I brought her here. And I want to assure HCC that I'm bringing 4 students here for you guys. Thank you.
Give it to me. I'm finishing this row, then I'll come in.
Okay. Since we are taking suggestions, mine is for CP.
Okay.
Yes. Since 2018 that we started the program, the startup, I think I've seen the farming running through. Yeah. I'm suggesting this. Can we get a place, maybe a land, where we can gather all students who come with farming ideas? Because you see the problem we are facing with
the piggery.
The piggery. If we had a place where the student could just go, something like a
I understand the
yes,
point. Yeah.
So if we can also consider that.
Very well, very good point. Okay, all of you didn't raise your hand. I was struggling to get people to talk. So NSA, you say we should talk. We are talking now. Okay.
Yeah.
But make it very brief.
Great. Good morning, everyone. I want to say that finding HCC on the internet was predestined for me, because I was just looking for a Christian university to go to, because I don't want to join the normal Legon, the KNUST, and the UCCs. But when I found HCC, to date, I could say that God really, really wanted me to be here, because what I've incorporated and taken away from here has been so helpful on the job market. With my lecturer, Mr. Nicholas, whatever he taught us in the classroom, applying it now on the field is like, yes, you really had to study it. And to Conrad for the confidence and trying to push you to come and do something so that you gain that kind of mass publicity communication skill that you need. It has really helped me. And in my work field, I'm really thriving among all the NSS people there. And I could know that I can do more because I've learned well here. So whatever you are teaching us, just continue to do it and let us have great leaders.
Very well. You still want to speak? Yes.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Please, I would like to say a very big thank you to HCC and some of the lecturers. Okay, so I work at the Ghana Ports and Harbour Authority at Akrade, and I think my IT course has really helped me. So I thought I'll be posted at the IT department. Then one of the women said, no, girl, in near day, you should take it to monitoring.
We're near day.
So I was like, monitoring, what am I going to learn there or show my IT skills? Then I was like, okay, let me just sit by my supervisors and learn. Funny enough, anything IT or Excel work, they call me. And I was like, hey. And thanks to ACC for giving us the opportunity to work at the library. And thanks to Dr. Asma, I have good working skills. And apart from me being in the office, I work in different departments too, especially with the secretary and also with the pilots. I've gotten a chance to sail boats and all that, and I really appreciate what he did for me.
Thank you very, very much. Okay.
My name is Ezekiel. I'm 2021 batch. I would say that I'm very happy to come to Heritage because I overheard someone saying that he had a chance to go to Legon. That was the school that I had. I had University of Ghana. Then I also had a chance to come to HCC. Someone like me, I never grew up with my parents, But I had the opportunity that I could have choose any university I want to go into in Ghana here, and people are ready to pay for my fees. But I decided to come to Heritage. And all the things that I learned really helped me. When it was time for me to go and do my national service, I had 3 chances. I had a chance to work at Bank, and I had a chance to work with a microfinance head office in Kumasi. And I also had my chance to work at Heritage with Dr. Bills. And I decided to work here. I would say that Heritage is doing very well. The microfinance where I went to do my interview for national service, the managing director who was there came to Heritage recently because she's a board on this.
Legacy Impact.
Yeah, she's a board on Legacy Impact, and she was here recently. And she saw the work that goes on here, and she was very happy about it. And she was even asking me, can she come and work here? And I told her she can come with her CV if she wants. So I would say that Heritage is doing very well, and they should keep it up.
All right. Thank you very much for that feedback. I have gone past here, so when I take it here, I'm coming here. All right. But we are really very grateful for all the feedback. So please make it snappy, and then we'll come here.
My name is Victor Azimbe, Theology 2019.
Okay.
I remember Heritage with so much fun. So much fun because there was so much to take home. One, we were here from the beginning, and the way President treated us was so special. Sometimes when I think about it, I shed tears of great joy. President would drive to come to the hostel and pick students out for dinner, sometimes supper. I remembered one day, Albert Donko was sick and couldn't go. He went, they bought the food, takeaway, he came and delivered it to the students. So I was like, wow, what manner of a leader. Not that alone. How many of you remember his coupons in the cafeteria? I remembered one day he said, Victor, come to my office and take your coupon.
Mr. President, they said the manners have stopped coming. But the manners did wonder, so the manners should continue to flow.
So we were lucky to be part of those who have eaten that manna. And it was a blessed manna indeed.
All right.
So he'll come and deliver the coupons, and it was so special.
Thank you.
In fact, I work.
We'll consider revisiting the manners.
Yes.
Yeah.
I obtained 2 degrees in heritage. A bachelor's degree and a desert degree. And only Brown can tell us what the 2nd degree, which is the desert degree, meant.
Okay.
Yes, which means I was well-rounded. In fact, it was at Heritage. As part of obtaining my desert degree, I learned how to pray and make things change around. While others were sleeping, I was on the park on my knees. And really, it changed a lot.
Very grateful for sharing that experience.
Yes. Let me tell you this. I scored 0 in Hebrew. Mr. Noah of blessed memory, that man of blessed memory, took my script and stood in front of the door and showed everybody who was passing by. I went home and I wept. I said, God, how can this be? I came back, went to the park, and in fact, is that palm nut tree that can testify the prayer I prayed that day. I prayed and prayed, and when I went to sleep, I had somebody come to lecture me Hebrew, and since I never failed Hebrew.
Thank you.
In my final exams, you can't believe it, I scored 93% in Hebrew.
All right, that's thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you.
And I work as a protective and investigative professional with a security firm.
Thank you. So,
yes.
So you see, he studied theology. He is into security. But the skills he gained in whatever he has done are deployed. So it is not necessarily the case. That's a global phenomenon. Don't expect all the time that you will deploy in what you have learned. But you still gain skills, and then you will deploy those skills. So, Chief, thank you so much.
So finally, we had a lesson on strategic development, which has to do with policy too. Though it was on theology and ministry, to God be the glory, this helped me to help Ghana Water, the whole country, to develop security strategic policy. And this is all because of my training here. Last but not the least, let me say this. Let me say this. Along the line, a disappointed heritage.
So come back.
And I won't hide it, because I am taught humility. And in fact, I learned that from President. Humility. And I'll be humble enough. I have disappointed President himself. I have disappointed my big brother Provost. And I have disappointed Mr. Danso, who was very key in mine. So on this note, before all of you, I want to say I'm sorry.
So
I am indeed sorry.
We will talk after.
Please, Mr. Danso, President, Provost, find a place in your heart to forgive me. Thank you.
You have forgiven. But let's talk after. Thank you very much. So let's come to this lane. The hands that were up. Let me see the hands that were up here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's make it brief.
All right.
So we want to leave you to go and have fun. So the longer, we need your comments, but we want them very brief and to the point. Okay.
All right. I'm Christopher, a theology student. Everything I had here from Heritage, I'm very grateful. God bless Heritage and all people around. Amen.
Amen.
I'm Seshwafia Mandela Yaka. I'm a graduate of 2022 here, Bash. I'm currently doing my national service, University of Health and Allied Sciences.
UAS?
UAS, Hohe Campus.
Hohe?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to thank management of HCC for making who I am today. Actually, I thought I was not learning anything whilst I was here. But when I got there, I got to see the difference. So I just want to thank each and everyone for the input they imparted in me. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much. Bernard.
Yes, sir. All right, so good morning. When I heard of ACC, I was like, I will never come here. So I filled my commas, and that made me to come. But the truth is, I've not regretted for coming to ACC. From the first day I stepped my feet here, and then I'm grateful I'm still around ACC, and there will be others. Nobody here who will ever say that ACC has not done anything to him or her. ACC is the best you can find on this earth. And so for that matter, they are coming to do their masters, so I think you can still come and then learn a lot from here, because there's nothing you can learn better outside ACC. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much.
My name is Nana Abeku Daston, 2022 batch, a theologian, now doing my national service at Kwashiman Anglican B. When I got there, for the first 3 weeks later, the woman who was teaching RME, in fact, I was helping her. She was teaching Beatitude. And I said, Madam, this one I can do some note to be and give it to you. And it's okay. So I did it and sent it to her in the night. So the next morning when I got there, he was looking at it on the laptop. So when we got the class, he called me and said, baby, I want to wear your software. And I said, yes. And he said, wow, and I realized that Heritage has helped me a lot. In fact, Dr. Burrs, Mr. Latte, and all of them, our department is so superb. And I can also testify that Heritage is the best private university in Ghana.
Amen.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. So we come to the last. Let's start with, okay, so let's start with you.
Good morning. My name is Timothy. Just when it's good to hear everybody talking about how they went to the oil industry, sewing industry, people are taking money, IT and all. But I didn't go. I didn't live here. I've been around all the time. During my school time, internship, if you know me, you know that I like doing, in fact, everywhere I find myself, I want to put my hand inside. Internship, I did some marketing in Mikobi. Truth TV by I sleep inside. IT office, when they need help, I'll always be there. I'll run around. Projection, I'll do some. And it's all paying right now. Anytime I get a chance to talk to a group of people, when I went to my hometown, I gathered some people and I was talking to them. I told them, have they heard the word volunteerism? And they said yes. I said, that's what worked for me. National service. I was thinking of going somewhere. Dr. Asma called me. Timothy, I want you to come and be my TA. I said, really? Can I teach? I came. I was around him, just moving around. Anything he said I should do, I'll do it. During the national service, I said, okay, volunteerism, this is why I come. IT office. Dr. Asma teaches weekends. During the weekdays, IT office, Michelle, I'll be there the whole week. So I was kind of working 7 days in a week, no relaxation. And so my boss in the IT office now said, what are your plans? I said, okay, I don't know yet. I don't know what I want to do, but for now I'm doing the service. Okay. Will you want to work here? He said, yes. Then I went to Dr. Asma. I told him, he said, Timothy, do you want to work here or you want a job? And I said, I want to work. And then he said, okay, fine. Whatever comes, we'll see. A space came. They pushed me inside. I went to sit inside. Interview, I did it. Provost, he said, Timothy, I never knew you were so articulate. I said, thank God. Oh. He said, HCC. So I didn't go anywhere. Now, I can say all the projects you see on campus, at least, if a cable is not working, Timothy can be mentioned.
To come and fix it.
And I'll
Thank
fix
you very
it.
much.
That's how HCC taught us.
Well, it's very nice to see all of you, articulate yourself. And on the day of the interview, 2 of you wore the same coat. Again, so it goes back. I think one of you didn't have the coat. And he realized, no, I have to go to this interview with a coat. Anyway, that's just for fun.
Good morning, everyone. I say mine is very brief, but very important for me to share. Before I came to Heritage, I was just thinking of coming here to do IT, purposely to go into graphic design. I have no idea what the IT really entailed. But when I came here, Heritage really shaped my mind into what really IT is. And I'm glad to be part of the family, the Heritage family. And right now, I'll say boldly that entrepreneurship was nothing that was part of my itinerary, part of my plans. But I'm fully now having the edge and then the desire for entrepreneurship. And right now, registering a business with the FDA that is into production of cassava flour. The flour can be used for production of cake, production of biscuit, and any other thing that flour can be used for. And I'm so glad for Heritage for this experience.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And we are happy to continue to support your entrepreneurial exploits.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Comment ça va?
Je m'appelle Monsieur Rexford Na. J'habite à Insawam. I want to see.
Continue, please.
I want to say merci beaucoup to HCC. A very big thank you. Everything began from the classroom, where lecturers will tell you form groups and come and present on topics given to you. And that helped me a lot. I'm currently doing my national service with a private school owned by an American. And it's like her idea and what we do here are almost the same. if somebody tells me that what we do here is about theory, those of us who teach, we know that the core values of what we teach today has something to do with what ACC is doing. Global competence, critical thinking, and what have you. They are all in the teaching field. So me, I fit into it perfectly. Just that I'm not a professional teacher. So I will say a very big thank you to ACC once again. And the last thing is that I heard somebody mention President's name, care for people. I've not seen that it is not, those who are doing it are not doing it just by chance, but it is leadership. Mr. Lang used to do the same. And where I went to do my internship at the church, when they were saying bye to me, they were giving me money. I told them, no, I came here to do a voluntary work. So voluntary work paid. I urge each and everyone here to do work than asking for payment. And the last thing, sir, you said if HT can do something to help us, I want to become a lawyer and also a theologian at the same time.
See, let's talk after the discussion.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. All right, I think I have the last person, and oh, okay.
My name is Mavis.
Yes, Mavis, we are listening to you.
Currently, I'm working with Gokals Pharmaceutical Limited. That is where I did my service. So I was in my 10th month, and then the manager called myself and another colleague. We were 8 that were doing service there, but he called the 2 of us, and then he asked, do we want to be maintained here? So I told him, yes, I want to be maintained. And God being so good, as at now, I'm still working with them. And Jotes is also in existence. Heritage is still helping in Jotes because when I get offers or contracts from companies, they normally ask me, where have you worked before? Your referrals. And I always add heritage to it. All my referrals, I always add heritage to it. And most of the time, they also ask me, where is heritage? What is it about? And I told them it's a university. And they are like, you did something with them. And I said, yes. I don't know if they call, but most of the times when they ask me questions concerning heritage, I get the contract. Especially with Trans Hospital like this, I had a contract when they were going to opening for their private site. They asked me to bring a quote. I brought it. And they asked me to add referrals. Heritage was the first name I added before the other companies I work with. So the procurement manager called me. And when I went, she was like, what is heritage? I said, it's an institution, a university at Amasaman. So she said, okay, then we'll call you back if you win with your quote. So I was there 3 days time, and she called, and she said, Mavis, you won the quotes for the Trust Hospital. So even outside heritage, I still get offers because of heritage. I still get contracts because of heritage. So that is what I want to say here. Thank you.
All right, thank you very, very much. And we are very proud of all of you who are doing work. And, you know, we believe in you. Those of you who are doing catering-related fruit processing, we patronize your work deliberately. We make investment, say, let's use, because we believe in you. And we continue to, you know, have a lot of confidence. And anytime there is, you know, work, we give you the opportunity. So we are thankful to all of you. This is not the end of the story. Now that you are out of school, we think that those of you who are still interested in entrepreneurship, but we meant it when you were in school, when we said that we don't want you to join unemployment association. You should find something meaningful to do. And so I will call on Dr. Alexander Eko Asma to share with you what plans we have to continue to engage you. I thought you'd be working here. Or you want them to start clapping. Is that if you don't clap, he won't come? Okay. So he will share with us what we can continue to do with you as far as business start and entrepreneurship is concerned. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and good morning to us all. I'm seeing all of us. All of us, I'm happy to see all of us. Welcome you all back to ACC. We are still here. We will always be here. And I'm happy to hear the stories we are sharing and the reports Derek presented, showing that only 10% are unemployed. It means 90% are employed. One of our core values, or one of the things we stand for at CEP is Day of Philanthropy. Now I know you have money. So please, when we finish, we will share a basket. If you didn't bring the money, we'll give you an envelope. You are saying, hey, sewing industry, will come inside. So please, as we have already always said, when you are in a privileged situation, you have to do what? Extend the helping hand. And all the yobbing you have yobbed us today shows that what? We are all in a privileged situation. We are all excited to be where we are today. We are all from somewhere we have reached where, we have not reached where we are going, but at least we have made some significant milestones in what we want to do. And so it is good to always look back. No amount is small. Nothing is small. The CEP is always there. We are always ready to accept money. We don't reject money, any money we take. So please, give back to the society. All right. That being said, the 10%, where are we? Well, that is okay. I understand. I'm just pulling. You see, it's not even only the 10% that we are interested in. We are interested in everybody. Working for people is not the end to what we want to do. You generating your own and employing others, that is actually part of God's purpose for us, right? And so, if you are working for others, it is good. If you are in a good employment, it is good. Everything that you are doing is good, but entrepreneurship is always better. Starting your own business and running your things the way you want it is always what? Better. Because at some point you must leave your employment, something that you want to do yourself. Eventually, you retire. When you retire, what will you be doing? Staying in the house and beating children? No. You want to be doing something. So we at the CEP, one thing we want to do is to open the Startup Challenge back to you again, right? Some of you thought when you are finished school you cannot participate, but this time around you cannot participate. And the pioneers, you are getting small amount, 10,000, 15,000. Now you can get as much as 100,000 Ghana cedis. Mumbo, you will not clap. Have you seen some before? Now you can get as much as 100,000 Ghana cedis, right? This year, the winners will get 100,000. The second runner-up will get, the first runner-up will get 60,000, and the second runner-up will get 40,000 Ghana cedis. This is 200,000 that we are seeking to give. And we will be doing that every year. Now, the Startup Challenge, this year's own has already commenced, so it will be difficult for you to participate. But by the end of the year, we will share the link for participating. You need to participate. Now, we have more stringent rules that you need to follow. But they are not rules per se. They are ways to guide you. Because if you need money from somebody, you need to learn how to follow the process to make that money. What we do at the CEP is not to tell you, to give you the money and think that that is the only money you can use to start to run your business. There is so much money out there that you can go and do what? Get to run your business. But you need to know how to do what? Do it. So the Startup Challenge is also a training program to help you to know how to raise money. Right? Most of you, when we were in school, we took it as part of as an academic exercise. Now it is no longer an academic exercise. Now the competition is what? It's very tight. And we are looking at things a lot more closer. And we are reviewing the things as you would expect any donor or funding agencies. So that when you get this 100,000, you'll be able to use that as a standing ground to go and get another 1 million. Right? And that is what we expect that you do. Once you get off the ground running, you need to go and explore ways to get other, but you pass through the process. Whatever you do, you pass through and you learn how to do what? Go through, do the concept note, do the business plan, pitch. Doing all of these things are part of the training that we are giving you. Most of you have gone through that process. We will refine it a lot more. Now we are doing a lot of work in the design thinking space, right? I think in November there will be a design thinking session here at ACC. Last year there was a design thinking session. If you have not heard about design thinking, you can start reading about it. It's something that helps you to brainstorm, to get how to get new ideas to run your business. She mentioned that you should know what you are good at, right? Sometimes it's not really about you, right? It's not really about you, but about the people you are serving. So you can be good at cooking food, right? If the people don't want food to eat, you don't cook food and force them to eat it. Business is not about what you can do. It's more about the people that you are doing what you are serving. So if the people want to learn how to cook and you are a chef, instead of cooking food, you open a school to do what? To teach them how to do what? How to cook. So in as much as you find what you can do, you need to find ways to learn what the environment wants and how you can contribute to the environment. And that's the whole thing about design thinking and how you can contribute to the society. And so our startup challenge is no longer for only students. It has never been for only students. From time immemorial, it's for everybody within the community. And alumni, you are part of the community, right? So we are opening it up. Our arms are open. When we send the emails, you'll be seeing the link on the WhatsApp platforms. Apply, right? And we will try as much as possible to organize our programs on the weekend so that you'll be able to do what? To come in and participate. Those that we have to do virtual, we try as much as possible to do virtual so that you can participate. And we are hoping that next year we get some more funding and probably increase how much we are able to dispense. But for now, we know that 100,000 is the ceiling, and I'm pretty sure 100,000 can do a lot. Thank you very much. Any question for the CEP? Well, if there is no question, I think my job here is done. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ekowasma. Provost is supposed to join us to do the last bit of introducing us to the new developments that are happening here, but he's having an interview now, so afterwards he will join us to let us know what exactly is new and is happening here at Heritage. But just to let you know, there are some packages out there, souvenirs for all of us. You just grab one at a fee of 60 Ghana cedis. And you have a couple of souvenirs inside that you can enjoy. I mean, for the love of heritage, for the love of being an alumni, just grab one and help the alumni grow as well. Wouldn't you be happy if, for instance, you see, Provost to come and do this one, but I've started already. Yes, you come and do the details of it. But this is a new library that Heritage is putting up. And maybe by the end of this year, it should be functioning. Wouldn't you be happy as an alumni to contribute to finishing this facility? Wouldn't you be happy? Wouldn't you be happy? Wouldn't you rise and shine? Yes. So let's try and grab at least a package for ourselves, and then we'll help in contributing to the development of Heritage Christian University College. Since Provost is not yet here, we'll be moving to the next item in a bit, but we have to take that from Provost before. But when everyone was sharing their stories and the experience, I decided not to share. But I don't know. Still, a space has come for me to share because I felt everyone has said anything that I had to say. Good. So I didn't speak and I'm not supposed to speak. That's nice. All right, so we are now starting graduate programs. Okay, graduate programs. And we have the coordinator in charge of the Graduate School of Heritage Christian University College, Mrs. Priscilla Mate. A round of applause for her. She's going to help us to officially introduce or launch the program to us.
Good morning. So, should I say congratulations for being alumni of this great institution. You have series of years gone by, and I'm sure per what Mr. Ohenia Jekum showed us, some of us are still yet to undertake our graduate studies. And I want to tell you that, be very excited because coming September, the HCC graduate school starts. We have accounting and finance, accounting and taxation, and HR. And you should know per what you got at the undergraduate level. This one is even more than what you got. So you are having not just anybody to teach you, but people who are in the field and know the job. Like the guy said, we need more of practical teaching as much as the theory. And these are people who are in the space that they work. If you have Prof. Atolik teaching you, you'll be having Prof. Ali Nachia. So if you're an accounting student, you know those people. And these are people that, when it comes to accounting needs in the whole country, you hear their name being mentioned. These are industry people. These are not just people who went to do their ICA and PhD who are coming to teach you. No. These are people who are practicing as a profession. And we are offering you a discount. So instead of you to pay 14,000, since you are alumni, we are giving it to you at 12,000 cedis. In the spirit of entrepreneurship, you qualify to be an agent also for the graduate school. Each person that you bring to the graduate school who picks a form, pays the fees, and starts the school, you make 300 Ghana cedi on each person. So imagine if you bring in 5 persons, that's 1,500, cool chop. If you have 10, 3,000, you can buy your iPhone. So this is also a means of doing a side job because you are all doing national service. So right from here, we'll share the link with Mr. Kakraba and Dr. Amatu, share with you. Michael is going around sharing the flyers with you. Contacts are on it. Just share it on your pages or your status and everything. And please help us to promote the HCC brand. Nobody can talk much about HCC than somebody who has been in it. You should always feel proud everywhere you go to mention where you are associated with. It's because of the good name. That's why somebody can use HCC as a reference point in acquiring a business. So please, it's the same way this one is homegrown. The lectures that we are giving you is not just anything. We took our time to sieve them out. So we are not giving you any debts. The full meal is being served without any stand in it. It's an hybrid system of learning and teaching. So even if you are in Manya Krobo, you can still apply to join. So please know that distance is not a barrier at all. And please share the good news about the graduate school. So we have MSc Accounting and Finance, MSc Accounting and Taxation, MSc human resource management. There is also a way for us to be professionals, like Derek said. We need to charter. So we have the ICA on board. You are going to get exemptions for it. You are going to get exemptions for your professional HR management course when you are going to write it. There is also an exemption for you for CIMA. So please, make sure you apply to upgrade yourself. We are even going forward because now, when you even acquire a master's, you need a professional to attach to it. So that's why we are making sure that we groom you in a complete way for people who take you to work for them can see the value that you bring on board. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Madam Priscilla. Okay, questions. Any question you have with regards to the graduate programs or the graduate school? As you step out to go and advertise, to talk to friends at workplaces about it, any question at all?
Is there a class limit, for example, first class to this?
Yes, please. Hello. Hello. Yes. Please, admission requirement is first class to second class lower. That's the cutoff point. First class to second class lower, please. Then if you have the ICA CIMA certificate, you just take it for evaluation, then you can apply with it as well. It's hybrid, online. We are using the Canvas learning system. So you can be, that's why I said you can be in Kumasi and still join the class. So distance is not a barrier at all.
Any more questions? All right.
Please, admission has started. Admission is in full force. And please, that's why we require you to be agents for us to get in more people to also have the ACC experience. We need to share, as in a Christian school, we need to start sharing the good news with people. It's not only sharing money, we need to share the good news as well with people. So please try and share and campaign for us as well. If you want to come out and find out more about it, I'll be at the desk, so please kindly join. It's just a year's program. Why? Provost.
Master's programs. We have those that are focused on research, and we have those that are focused on industry and practice. And these are focused more on industry and practice, and not on research. And so you will do a case study, because we are preparing people for the place of work. And so the emphasis is not so much on research. Those that are 2 years, you will spend the second year doing a lot of research. And so in time, we will do that, and mainly for people who want to teach. But for those who want to be in industry, this is it. Now, we are rolling a lot more to add to the master's programs. So this is just the beginning. There are programs in theology coming, governance and leadership coming, and in the IT, we have data science coming, and then system engineering. So we have a number of them. We are going through accreditation, and hopefully before next year, a lot more, including health-related, a lot more master's. So we will get to the point where we'll have 2-year master's degrees, where there is a lot of research. But for now, we want to, focus on helping people, to be effective at work. That's why it's 1 year. We will bring a 2-year MBA, MPhil, and other, research-related degrees later on. Are you okay? Well, there are different universities. There are some universities that if you don't have a research background, is challenged in getting to. But once you have a 1 year, taught program, you can upgrade and then continue to do the PhD. So there are different routes to doing, different things. So we encourage you. You can seek more information, and we'll give that. Now, the good thing about this master's degree that we are rounding out now is that each course is taught by 3 faculty members. And all the 3 faculty members on each program are scholar practitioners. Okay? They are people who are scholars in the field, and there are people who are practicing, and they are top-notch. I'm very proud of the team we have assembled to deliver the courses. Some people who get to know ask, how did we get to assemble the team? Top-notch people in the industry who are leading in the various areas are the ones we have been able to assemble. So those of you who are thinking of, furthering and enhancing your work, this is the time. I'm sure she's mentioned the rebate we have given to alumni. So take advantage of it. On this note, I would want to, I'll give you a 5-10 minute update on new development. But before I do, I will invite the President. We wanted the opportunity to launch the graduate program in the presence of our alumni. You are cherished, this is home. And so once you are here, I think the best place to launch this is to launch it with you. And so I will invite our President to help us officially launch the MS programs.
Before I do so, once we are here today, and if you are ready to sign up for the master's degree program, you can get the form for free. Just for today. If you come tomorrow or any day after today, you pay 300 cedis to get a form. 300 cedis. So you can pick the form for free and sign it up. All right? So you have been informed that it has been the grace of God. As you can see, the school is growing. We have a number of undergraduate degrees already accredited ever since those of you who graduated from 2019, 2020, 2021. This may be news to you. And if you are even finishing now this year, you probably may not be aware. But a number of new undergraduate degrees have been accredited and have been added on. Oh, okay, yeah. So Provost will come and give you the details. But we also have been blessed to have 3 graduate degrees accredited, which Provost mentioned, and we'll give you more details in a minute. By virtue of my responsibility and role as president of the school, and on behalf of the council and management, our HCC graduate degrees that have been accredited duly launched. We give glory to God, and it serves as an attestation of how your alma mater is growing. It's a prayer that you take advantage of all the efforts that are being made and position yourself in such a manner that someday God will use some of you to come and stand here and lead a school. And wherever you find yourself in terms of your job employment, you will excel and be an ambassador of ACC. Thank you all very much.
All right, you've been sitting for long, and we didn't intend for today to take a lot of your time. We want you to bond, to reconnect, but let me just take some 5 minutes to give you update. But before I do that, I want you all to stand respectfully. Okay. All right. So all of you are sportsmen and women. So just stand on your toes, not on your foot, your toes. I know some of you are wearing shoes, but just stand on your toes. Some of you are not standing on your toes. Okay? If you are wearing a shirt that is flexible, stand on your toes and raise your hand. Try and touch the ceiling fan. All right. Please take your seats. All right. Thank you very much. The school, your school, is growing. I want you to note that when anything positive happens to Heritage, it's happening to you. I mean, you've all shared testimonies about, they will ask you, where did you go to school? Heritage. What is that? Where is it? And, oh, Heritage. And everybody looks up to you. So it is in your interest, just as it is in our interest, and therefore it is in our collective interest, to let Heritage take its proper place. Our vision for Heritage is to become the flagship Christian university in Africa and advance the kingdom of Christ and national development. So, and in that pursuit, you see the developments that are going on. First of all, physical infrastructure, you've seen that we have a new library building. It's called the Library Commons. We're hoping to move into it in September, hopefully. So an expanded facility with a lot of space for students to sit and to study. Some of you who left earlier, this building was not there, the first batch. So it's a 3-level building. So we have the nursing floor up this auditorium and the graduate school up there. There is a computer lab which is on top of where the cafeteria is, on top of it at the nursing block before the last block. So a good facility. Now, many of the ladies used to stay in the old Boateng building. It's been renamed, so this is the Boateng Auditorium. So now we have staff offices. So the ground floor and the second floor has been reconfigured into offices for staff. Okay, you may just, it's not locked. You may just pass to see, very spacious, and all of them air conditions. You can see the air conditions behind. And so, very, modern, modeled according to modern standards, 16 offices. And above that one is the skills laboratory for the nursing department. The nursing school, they just went on vacation. It's just like a ward in the hospital with all the things that you want to see in a laboratory for nursing. I mean, many of you didn't see the first batch. You didn't see the Farmington House, did you? All right. So to the left of the field, if you are facing the gate, you will see Farmington House. That is a facility where we have Dr. Nathan Bills, who is head of theology. He lives on the ground floor. There are 3 levels. The second and third levels are apartments for guests, mainly guests coming from the state. It's a modern facility, very good for the purpose for which we have designed it. Opposite that one, it's a property which we have the girls' hostels, which belongs to the school. And, most of the nursing students, the female students, they are there. And behind it is, as some of you understand, lodged there temporarily. And we also have a hostel for the boys, the Danso hostel, which is a number of blocks outside of the campus. So at the gate, you see coming up a 4-level, building. That is the administration annex. We are hoping to move into that one in October. So the last floor will be the office of the president and council conference for council and whatever. And then the levels below it will accommodate administrative staff. So almost all the administrative staff will move there. And the rest of the offices here will be reallocated to faculty. And then the CEP, the first batch when you were there, it was just half of it, 1 floor. Now the whole building is completed. So that's how fast your school is growing. The whole school, the whole facility is completed. Now that is going to house the law faculty. So the ground floor is the CEP and the CPS. So many of you, you left before we created the CPS, Center for Professional Studies. So the Center for Professional Studies facilitates training in professional programs. We encouraged you to, but the structure was not there. Now we have the CPS, which helps students write marketing, HR, IT, accounting, banking. So once students express interest. Now we're starting very seriously with the level 100s presently. So we give them the tuition free of charge. We encourage them to. I personally speak to their parents or guardians to be interested and pay the subscription with the professional bodies. So we have the CPS. They will also move to the ground floor there. And the CPS, the CEP will be there. The second and then last floor is going to be the law faculty. So we're starting the law school next year. We've started the process already. We've engaged a dean of the school, and we have a draft curriculum right now, which we are trying to fine-tune, and then we will submit to the GTEC and then the General Legal Council. We are also setting up a nursing school of nursing. At the moment, it's a department. So we are creating 3 additional programs in nursing, public health, midwifery, and nursing to be in the School of Nursing. And we are creating a new department in the School of Applied Science and Technology. Take away nursing from it, and we create a new department, Department of Exercise and Sports Science. So we have identified 3 programs in sports and exercise science that we are currently developing to be there. Since I'm talking about fiscal infrastructure, I'll come back to the programs. Now, this side that you are seeing to the stream, we have started the process of converting it into an astroturf. Now, if you see the pictures, I showed the pictures to your leaders, and they were excited. They wanted me to show all of you the pictures. Yeah, it's a very nice scene. So you have a football astroturf, you have a volleyball, basketball, and then there will be a 4-level building. We will dedicate it to student support services, the SRC, and then alumni. You will have alumni hall and office. All right? And then a cafeteria, a big cafeteria, and then a lot of sporting activities will happen. And we have also started the process of developing a multi-purpose hostel facility. There is a 4 plot of land that we own beyond the stream. Those of you who have gone this way before. There is a big pond behind there. And just beside the pond, we have a property there. And we have just finished the drawings. We will do that. So fiscal infrastructure is coming up. And that looks like about 40% of the fiscal infrastructure that we are planning for the university when it fully arrives. So it tells you that there is a big vision, and you are an integral part of that vision. Now, quickly on programs. The undergrad programs, we've added a couple. In the School of Business and Leadership, we've added 3 additional programs. So as we speak, 2 of them have been accredited. So we have accounting with computing, and then we have entrepreneurship and technology innovation. Dr. Asma, you may not be aware, but we received the accreditation, just last week, the week we are still in. And then we have supply chain. My information on this thing is that it's also been considered. And hopefully by next week or the following, we'll get a letter to rule. So we have 3 additional, adding to the 4 that was there in the School of Business and Leadership. And we are seeking to do 2 more and then add a few to the graduate program. With the School of Applied Science and Technology, additional program has been accredited. We call it Information Security, in addition to the BSc IT. So BSc Information Security, in addition to the BSc IT. And again, we are working to bring 1 additional program online, including the masters. And in the School of Theology, we've added 1 additional program. We are discussing with GTEC. It's almost done. They gave us a few points to improve, and we are hoping to get it accredited before September. It's Community Development and Theology, Bachelor of Community Development and Theology, in addition to the theology program. At the graduate level, we've already accredited 3, MSc Accounting and Finance, MSc Accounting and Taxation, and MSc Human Resource Management. We have about 5 additional master level programs that are being developed. And we are very upbeat that before the end of the year, most of them are likely to go through. So we've added a lot of faculty to the faculty team. There are a lot of additional full-time faculty members. And a number of the faculty members, that those of you who left 19 and 20, a number of them have since become PhDs. So we are expanding in faculty capacity, in numbers and in quality, and we are expanding with infrastructure in quantity and quality, and we want you to be beneficiaries of all of this. So strengthen the Alumni Association and make yourself central to whatever we do. You see, now where you are, whether you like it or you don't, ACC is in you, and you are in ACC. And so you must just position yourself to be relevant and to participate in the forward march of ACC. Since I don't want to turn this into a long talk, I will stop here. And if you have any question or any comment what we are doing, and if you have any question to clarify current development, you can ask, after which I will hand over our MC, and so we can continue with the program. I'm very eager that we finish quickly so that you go out, meet with the departments, and then go and play soccer or play games. I can't wait for the dinner in the evening. Now, most of you are big women and men. We will come and see how we use the cutlery and fork. All right, so any questions? If you need clarification, yes, Bernard. Yes, it's going to be an AstroTurf. No, that place, we have a main auditorium that will come there. It's a multi-purpose auditorium, but we haven't even started. And that's the main building for the university. So you see, all these ones are the incidentals. These ones, they are incidentals. The main building for the university, that is where it will be located. But in the meantime, we will allow it to be used for what it is being used. Yes, any more comments, questions? Very good. And so we want to thank you all for coming. I didn't talk about the centers. Okay? Thank you very much for drawing my attention. And the major addition to the centers is the media center and the CPS. when you were here, there was the CEP and there was the HBI. They are still there and functioning. Now we have the ACC Media Center. Now, yes, so I didn't even talk about the building. So because I'm in a hurry to leave so that you guys can have fun. So we have the Nemo Media Center, which houses True TV. So there are plans to have ACC radio. So there is a room, allocated and actually already designed for the ACC radio. It is the National Communication Authority that is delaying us with the license, but we are pursuing it. As soon as we get the license, we'll go on air. But we already have True TV, which most of you or all of you are aware of. We are positioning it to become one of the leading TV stations in the country. Yeah. It's one of the tools that we believe very heavily in, and we are building it, gradually. So whilst you have time, you can visit, and Conrad will feature you in some programs. He will host you before you leave. DJ Benny. So when the radio station starts, you have to be the DJ. All right. So I think basically those are the developments happening. Yes, Ernest.
All right, thank you. So my question will be that, so, it's good news that the school is growing. The school is growing, basically. So I want to know, does the school have plans of, be it lecturing, staff, all the areas that the school is developing? So how well is the school, or does the school have plans to develop its alumni?
Absolutely.
Of course, to
Absolutely.
bring them back.
If you talk to any this thing, we have a key interest whenever there is an opening and people apply. Our alumni, even when we think that the skill set required for the job, they don't have it, we shortlist them and we listen to them. So take what we do seriously. We have done that consistently, unless you don't apply. And if you perform, and even somebody from outside outperform, and you demonstrate some good, we have always said, no, but he's our own. We have many of our own with us. And we want to develop our own to fill faculty vacancies. So all the national service positions that we have been having, 95% of it is our own. So those of you who have an interest to work with ACC, of course, we want the best. And we are training the best. And that is why we think that we believe in our own and we want to get them. Pursue further studies. And that's why we are inviting you. Come and do your masters. And ultimately, we will be offering PhD programs. So we are positioning ACC to grow. We can move forward. We are not going back. We can only move forward by the grace of God. So all of you, you have a place. Just show interest in what we are doing at ACC. And when there's an opportunity, and we know that you have the skill and capacity, why not? We believe in you because we train you. So we have plans towards that. But please look our direction. Don't look outside. Invest in ACC with your heart, with your soul. Come back and participate in what we are doing. If you have any idea on how we can do things differently, please come back. If there is something you think you can get involved in, just come back and let us know. We have demonstrated that one so far, that we believe in our own and want to support our own. Of course, we are looking for the best. So when we find good skills outside, we will pick them. All right. Any more questions? All right. So I think it's time. We don't stand your way. We will let you continue with the program and with the rest of it. But I'm looking forward to the dinner, so we will see how it goes. Thank you very much.
So as Provost is looking forward to the grand dinner, we are looking forward to the mini dinner. Right from here, we have to get the mini dinner. So we have to go for lunch and get something into the tummies. But after that, we'll be having a session with a group of individuals from Enterprise Life to talk to us while we are away and making some monies. We need to think about the future. We need to think about tomorrow. Yeah. And then do some sort of investment and ensure our lives going forward as well. All right. So we'll have a session with Enterprise Life, and then from there, we will be having departmental sessions. So while we're in school, we belong to certain departments. And so after the session with Enterprise Life, we'll group ourselves into various departments, and that one, the various departments will determine if department, let's say what, business departments will be at one side, IT, VIT. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. Good. Then we'll have sessions, we'll interact. Oh, sorry. The theology department will also have their session in the room here, and then we'll interact among ourselves. And then from there, we'll go and take some rest. And then at 3 p.m., we'll be having some indoor and outdoor games. And so all of you, I hope you came along with some sporting artwares. So you make sure you get it on 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. And then at 6 p.m., please, sorry for me to say this one, but to our ladies, the games will be from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. It's 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Me and you, we know. You tree makeup. When it's 4:30, leave the games for us, the guys. We will just need water here. We will come. And go and treat the makeup for 30 minutes. At exactly 6 p.m. 6 p.m. on the dot. If I come, or if President, in fact, Provost is looking forward to it. So if Provost comes, and it's Nathaniel who is here, dinner starts. 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Dinner has ended. The information is that from 8 p.m. till Mommy calls is for you and I. Thank you so much. So at this point, I will invite Mr. Danso to say a word of prayer for us, and then we'll go out for our lunch. When we come back, departmental sessions. But the last thing before, please, all of us, let's pick up our phones. Let's do something, Mr. Danso. I'll get to you in a bit. Let's pick out our phones. Every one of us, please. Let's pick up our phones and put on our data. Do you have our phones? Please. You see, we are saying what? We are building a resilient alumni for the growth of HCC. We as alumni want to be resilient. Nothing should stop us. Why should nothing stop us? Because we want to help Heritage grow. One of the things to help Heritage grow is helping Heritage to also have that visibility on social media. Because you and I know that social media is the thing of the day. Please, all I want us to do is just pick up our phones. We are at least one, all of us, if not 3, we are on at least 2 of the social media platforms. Let's try and follow Heritage on all the platforms. All of them. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, everywhere. It's Heritage Christian College. Okay, HCC Ghana, Heritage Christian College. Just search and you will get to follow Heritage, and it will help us. All right, so let's take the prayer and then we can go out for lunch and then come back at 1 p.m. for the departmental sessions.
Shall we pray? Shall we pray, please? Great is thy faithfulness, O Lord, our God and our Father. You have provided unto us this time, and you have provided unto us these men and women, and you have also made it possible for a gathering like this. We thank you for all that we have discussed and engaged in. We pray that you continue to carry us through from strength to strength, build each and every one here towards your kingdom. As we break for a session, we ask that you continue to be with us till we meet in the next sessions. We pray for your strength and safety for everyone. Let your glory be with us. Amen.
So when you see me rolling on your block, it be my God.
What I look forward to when I enter a private university are their facilities. Heritage Christian College has one of the best ultra-modern libraries. The library has professional staff to welcome and assist you when using the facility. For security, lockers are assigned to every student to keep their bags and gadgets as they use the library. To boost relaxation, comfortable couches are stationed at the center of the library so you can stretch when tired or read newspapers and journals that are in constant supply. Private carols and peaceful atmosphere are features of the HCC library with air conditions at every corner to refresh you. The library is stocked with current and relevant books for learning, and they are neatly arranged for easy identification. Fast internet connectivity with modern computers to make research and finishing of assignments are accessible by all students. There are electronic books and facilities that can be accessed on and off campus. Last but not the least, high-quality reprographic equipment including printers, photocopiers, combining machine, and many more. Choose HCC and get access to this ultra-modern library.
Bribi wo media mu ana opese ohunu bribi biara efa media ho enso eche kwa Heritage Christian College Media Training School Homa ye wa achechefo a wakwadiri yie wa adetwemu na in studio ni ye newsroom de editwam wonsam twemu no ye twe bribi ti se kasebo akenkan ene ntete ni sinitwa ene ntraso ni bebura ekeka ho wa multimedia mu nso ye twe bribi ti se sini mfoni asiesie mfoni twa ni bebra ekeka ho ye betumi so aboa ama wode na otwepe asunya bribi wo nkitahodie adwuma ahodo nyinaamu esanse ye wo yankasa foni nti abre biara ye ma ya adesuafo kwan ma okọ yode ya twe won adesua dan mu no Heritage Christian College Media Training School ye ma oni wo behia biara wo nkitahodie mu